Hello and welcome to another Nikomedias tutorial. Today I want to show you how I made this picture here. I've got some questions if it is done with a set selection and something else, but no, this is done with the Spline Mask. And yeah, and we will do even a little bit more. I will try so that we make it parametric so that we can change later on the text. We'll see. I have an idea how it could work and we will see. Okay, so let's start. So we start with in front view with text, of course. So okay, I call it here waves, and a little bolder font. Let's take this one. And the next thing is I need such a wave here, and for this I took an helix spline oriented in ZY. Let's hide the text for a moment. Then the helix spline with 0 radius, here 0 and end radius 0. Now we have just an straight spline here. And with the height we can alter this length more than less. So let's go here to about 900. Here to 450, so we are exactly in the middle. Here our text again, okay. Okay, so that's in the middle, text again away. Then here in the helix spline I need 5 subdivisions, not 100, that's too many 5. And now we can convert this helix. So just hit C on your keyboard and convert it. Now in the point mode, you see we have 5 points here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points, because we subdivided with 5, so plus 1 is 6. Okay, the next thing is I select every second point here and move it up a little. Something like that, 30 centimeters, okay. And we have a wave. Next thing is I want to copy this spline. First I see it's a little chuggy here, so go to the helix spline and go from adaptive to uniform, and we have a smooth spline here. Then I copy this spline, so just hold your control key on the keyboard and drag it up, and hold the shift key too, so we have increments of 10 again. 60 should be okay here. Okay, now I select both helix splines, right click and connect object and delete. So now we have just this one spline. Then we go to our spline pen, go to one point of this and click on it. Go to the second point, click on it. Here the same, you have this one, and go to this point and click on it. So now we have a closed spline here. Next we come back with our text spline. Okay, and now I want to make an instance of this text and an instance of this helix, of this, let's call it wave. So I take this text, select this text and go here, instance. Now I have a text instance, and with the wave I do the same. Wave index, so we can later change our text and the wave. For now we don't need to see this for now we need to see it because we have to see what we do. So now we need an spline mask. Go here, the spline mask, put the wave instance under it and the text instance. No, I don't want to see it here, but I think, yeah. Yes, now it's okay. And in the spline mask, we go to viewport render view, and we need, I think end is okay. Yes. And if we now drag our wave instance here, let's go to the, so you see we can drag through this word. So I start with the bottom. You should be careful that you don't get something like this here, these spikes here. This could make problems later on, so just go a little down, yes, or even like that. Okay, this is our first thing, our bottom. Let's call it bottom. Now we copy this bottom, so just hold your control key and drag it above. Call it middle. Go to the wave instance and drag it up. Somewhere like something like that, so that it don't intersect. Okay, looks nice. Yes. And we do this. Here we can get problems too, but we see it later on, so we can change it with our rig here. And again copy this middle, so hold the control key, drag it above and name it top. Again wave instance and up with it. And that's it so far. Okay. Yeah, something like that. Because we used later an texture with displacement, so it does not, this edges and everything doesn't have to be so exact. Okay. Good so far. And now we go here and we drag every spline map in an extrusion. But you could drag everything in a null object and then in an extrusion. But I want for everyone his own extrusion, so I can play with the extrusions. I can the top make the deeper extrusion as in the middle and on the top, and so we can play more. Okay, so just make 3 extrusions. Extrusion. This is our top one. Call it top. Whoops. Our middle one. Whoops. And our bottom. Oops. Okay. So far, so good. now I want it a little deeper, of course. So I select every 3 extrusions and just 50 or even 100. No, 50 should be enough. Okay, but I don't like how the spline looks or the text spline looks, so let's go to the text spline and go here from adaptive. Let's see what we can do to maybe uniform. No, or uniform with less. Something like that looks okay. And let's go to the caps of the extrusions. Caps. And here we take quadrangles and make it regular to 10. And again with the text here, let's try it subdivided, maybe it's better. Yeah, subdivided, and an angle of 20 should be okay, and here 10. Okay. Yeah, here we could get problems with our with the. I want to bevel it and maybe even in hypernaps, but I think we will get troubles here with this way, with the parametric way. No, I have an idea. Maybe height is everything. Just I need to our text spline. No, that's not possible if we want to be parametric. Anyway, let's see what we get. So here I put all 3 of these extrusions in a null, so select everything and Alt G on your keyboard. Call it text. And select the text, and under the text we want a bevel deformer, so select the text and shift click on the bevel. And now let's see what we get. Nothing at the moment, and the reason is we need our extrusions under caps and here create single object. Then we should get a bevel, and we do get a bevel. Okay, but the bevel doesn't look nice, so go to the bevel to topology and try it with uniform. Yes. It works very slow. But this doesn't matter because without the bevel it's okay. Let's try this bevel with as I said, I didn't try this to do parametric. My picture is not parametric, so it's just everything is converted and it's just one object, and I can't change the text. But I thought for the tutorial it would be interesting like this, so let's try it. So here the edges I want to go to solid. Now it's a little faster, and when I put this in the whole text here in a subdivision surface. Select your text, Alt on your keyboard, patch. Let's see how it looks. Okay, that doesn't look so bad. Let's find out this guy a moment. Ah, it's okay. As I said, this is not so important here with the straight edges or with nice edges, because when we texture it, you don't see it. Okay. Ah, that's okay. I'm a bit surprised, because now when we change this text here, text, everything should work. Yeah, see, we have the waves, we have everything. Let's go back to works. Super. Yay. Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Okay. So let's go away from the subdivision for the moment, and we don't need the bevel for the moment. We could start texture this whole thing, and of course, if you have NA is for seeing no line, so NA, don't see the line, and NB, with NB you can get your lines back, so NA, NB. Okay, and now, yeah, we can start texturing. Okay, I take this whole thing here, put it in the group, NG, Alt G, not NG. This is my text, and now I make a new file. So I make a new file with my Nikomedias Scene Rig. You will know it meanwhile, I think. This, but you, as I say every time, you can do everything without this rig too. So you don't have to have this rig, or you can do it with the light rig too. But it's just simpler and easier with this rig here to lighten everything and illuminate this thing and whatever you want. So double click on my file here. So I don't know. I can go back to the other file here. Text copy, so Control C and Control V, and I have everything here. And the only thing what does work here, we are not, but we can do this. We have a parametric text. This should be no problem. Let's see what we can do. So hide this ones for the moment. Just want to see the text. And here I see the text is here down, here is okay. So this is the kerning of the text. And so we can go to our text here and have here kerning. Show 3D GUI, and here I can work with this. I take the S, click on the S, and let's see what we can do. Put it up here, and the U. Ah, come on. On the U, put it up here. And you should look every time if you have a font, if this spaces between the letters are all the same. often in the light here is okay, but often they are so different and that looks horrible. So okay, super. Because we are parametric, we can change everything. So hide it again and give us this back. And now we are on the floor exactly. Okay, hide the kerning. So what we need now is something to lighten our scene. So go to our rig and to the content browser, to the studios, and I will take this one here, HDRI settings, and drag it in. Okay, now we should see it with the preview. Yes, everything is here. And something like that maybe. Okay. Yes, it's okay for the moment. And now let's start with texturing. I have the textures already. I use the same textures within my picture. But if you're interested how to make these textures, just have a look at it so I can show you what I mean. So I'll go to my favorites and to my textures. The first thing was the stone. You have and here you see everything, so how the displacement works and everything. And 2 is enough here. Subdivision is okay with one. Here I have specular. Don't want specular. Is this my material I used? Huh. I don't think so. Let's delete this. I just want to search my this is the bottom texture, so I copy it in my other scene. You see here, this is the original tag, and here is nothing parametric. So, and paste it here. Yes, this is my, but here I have specular too, and I don't like specular. Because why should I have fake reflections if I have natural reflections? Okay. That's okay, okay. That's for good, so that's okay, so bump okay, and here 200 is okay. And this we use for our bottom. Oops. And we need we go to the tag here, to the texture tag, and go to a cubic mapping. And now let's see what we get. Okay, and you see the nice displacement and everything. So we don't need sharp edges. Here normally I don't need a subdivision too, but for the textures sometimes it looks better. We will see later, maybe we don't need the subdivision too. But what I see is we don't, at the moment we don't need the bevel, but if we use subdivision we need the bevel too, because we need here hard edges for the subdivision surface. If we don't have it, everything will be like a sphere. You will see it, I will show you later. Or I can show you now. if I use the bevel now, and now the subdivision surface, it looks okay. But if I deactivate now the bevel, we get something like this. Looks interesting too. Why not? That's funny. I want to see it. Okay, but you know what I mean. So, next texture is the wood texture. Let's go to the content browser and to my wood. And this is it. You get the textures with the project file, so I let everything in the description or every link, and you can download the whole project file with the textures then. This will take on the middle, and again a cubic mapping. Okay, let's see how it looks now. Maybe a little smaller, this texture, so you can go to the texture tag, and here by the length UV, give 50-50, and maybe a seamless tile. Okay, and the last thing is this spongy texture. Honestly, this was a texture I made by accident. But really nice texture now. Come on, my textures and miscellaneous. Miscellaneous, yeah. And this is the sponge texture. And this needs a little longer to render, because here we have subdivision surface within. So here it illuminates. We have subdivision surface, and I have a very small path length, and the smaller this number, as longer it renders. So but of course you get better results. So. And if you just wanna test render or something else, you can just you can put this path length higher to 10 or something else, so it renders faster, or you deactivate the luminance channel for the test rendering. Okay, so let's try it. So this comes on our top. And cubic, of course, and smaller too, so 50-50 should be okay here too. And now the test render will need a little bit, but let's see what we get. Good, so I need my bevel here and my subdivision surface. Now waiting, but it should look much better now with the subdivision surface and bevel. Come on, show us what we want to see. Yes, it looks much better. But for now I deactivate the subdivision surface, just for the now it should render faster, of course. With this lighting I almost don't need the subdivision surface. Let's see what I can do here. That's okay. That's okay. But the subdivision surface, it looks better than, but for the test rendering it's okay. So, but what I want another lighting. What's this one here? I'm not on GI. With GI it should look again other different. So let's look at with GI. It should look much better. Yeah, of course. That's it. And maybe now it's not so bright with this. If I try it like this, let's see. I don't want to let you wait, so I just pause it and make a render and then you see it. Okay, we have now about 5 minutes for this render, but here is everything. It's high displacement, also high subdivisions, and here is SSS as a subdivision surface in it, and I made the texture even a little smaller, so I put the sponge texture to 25% here. And if you if the sponge texture has 50% here, I did the same. It comes like this, and needs about almost 2 minutes less. So it's on you how you want it. But I like this more. Okay, yeah, that should be, but now it should be able to change everything. So if we change just our text here from super to, again, let's say test, here we are. Let's deactivate the SSS for the moment and try to make it render this. I will pause it for the moment. So, and what a surprise, it works with test 2, and if you remember, I said don't forget the kerning with text. Here you see I forgot it, of course. It's not on the floor exactly, but and here the S is in the floor, and it works even with Nico. And this is now a higher quality render. It's quite high, and here I haven't forgotten, or I have not forgotten the kerning, and we have no a nice render, a nice clean render. And yeah, so you see it works quite well with the text changing and everything. Of course, if you need a longer text, so at the end I want to show you one thing more. Let's this subdivision. Yeah, so of course, if you need a longer, the first thing I want to do. Normally, I don't want to change the text every time in the here, because here I have to change the text and I have to click outside somewhere, so the text changes. So normally I want to change the text directly here, and it's quite easy. So you can here with a small espresso, but you don't have to do something. So right click on the go to the text, select it. Now you can go to the basic. Here by the name, right click, expression, and go to set driver. Click on it, Now you go to the object, here on the text right click, expression, set driven absolute. That's it. Now you see here is text because here stands text. And if I put it here to hello, enter, check, and I have it directly here. And so you have here better control. You see every time you see where this is the normal text folder, and here is my text. So the hello. And hello works too. And the next thing is if you have a longer word, let's say tutorial, you see that for this our wave is not long enough. What you can do is go to your wave, T for scale, and scale it something like this, or even longer. Yeah, but if you scale it, you have to E for moving, you have to move it too. And the moving is with the instances not possible. So here you, if you scale it, you would have to go in your settings here and take the wave instance with the control click, you select it all, E for moving, and now you can move it. You see? So if you need a longer text, it's possible, but you have to work with your wave thing here. Let's hello, back, and now I want my wave smaller. Of course you can animate this too, but so something like that. Okay. Of course you can do this with the expression in the opposite way too. So if you set this driver and here driven, so everything you put into here will get the name here too. So yes. Okay, that's it. I hope you like this tutorial. If you have questions, just ask me. Write me wherever you can write me. In the comments, on Facebook, on my site, somewhere else. Phone me, whatever. And yeah, you will get this project file, of course, and with the textures and everything. But without the Nikomedias Scene Rig Pro, just with the light version, of course. And yeah, if you want to buy the Pro version of the Nikomedias Scene Rig, as I said, it costs only €10, and you will find the link in the description where you can buy it. Yeah, that's it. Of course, we could now make this result here better in Photoshop too, but I think it looks quite nice here. Let's go to filter, enable the filter. Maybe we can here do something. Something like that. Okay. So I wish you a nice day, evening, morning, whatever, wherever you are, and I hope to see you in my next tutorial. I try to make this weekend another one, and yeah, now I have a little time, but it's when I have time I experiment a little bit with cinema, and the time goes by. That's yes, you know it. Okay, so bye bye, tschüss und baba.